Welcome to the Java Cafe, Java fam. Good morning. Welcome to the Java Cafe, Java fam.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. All right, let me get that's a little bit better. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Today is Tuesday, November 29th, 2022, and we are here in the Java Cafe for Testimony Tuesday. This week, we are all solo, no guest, and I really don't mind that, the ability to check in with the Java fam, feed off the comments, and go back and forth like we did yesterday. We had a very interesting conversation about it starting at home, what it is. We also talked about how our village has an impact and is sort of the safety net with some things that, go on in our community, and our homes aren't as conducive to raising, our children to value life and manners and things like that. And so definitely a very interesting conversation. And we're going to carry that on today in the context of Testimony Tuesday. It is Testimony Tuesday. And so we want to encourage you to share with us this morning some tests, some challenges with which you are dealing and how you're accomplishing them. Go ahead and hit that share button and invite others into the Java Cafe. Also want to mention early on, as I looked at the registration, and folks are registering for the audition this evening. And so just wanted to mention this evening at 6:30 p.m., we will be at 12th Baptist Church doing the auditions for the Voices of Embrace Choir that will be performing at the unveiling, which is taking place on January 13th. Rehearsals begin on December 6th, which I believe is the first Tuesday in December. And we're going all the way through until January 10th, 2023. And so we're having auditions this evening. If you are interested, you must register to show up this evening and go to case sensitive, all lowercase, right here on the screen, jwj.info/embrace choir, EMBRACECHOIR, Embrace Choir, to register for that. Let's go in the Java Cafe and see who's in this morning. Hold on for 1 second. All right, we got that all set there. Let's go in and see who's in. Nikki, good morning, my sister. Good to see you in the room. Good to see you. Salute to you as well. Mama Java, good morning to you. Good to see you in the room. Sharon Cornelius, listening in from North Carolina. I saw your post out there being a Southern Belle with dangling things and whatnot. Y'all, Sharon be getting it in. She be getting it in. She what does my aunt say? Dolled up. Get it, Sharon. Safe travels back here. Nicole, good morning to you. Good to see you in the room as well. Also, good morning to Leslie. We saw you register this morning. Good to see you. And we'll see you this evening at 6:30. Props. I'm really dealing with grants, dealing with clients who can't fully grasp ownership and the big picture. And tell us how you're dealing with it. That's Props Test this morning. Dr. Drumright, good to see you in the room this morning. Good to see you. Also, Heidi Ivy, good morning to you. Good to see you in the room this morning. Tamisha, good morning to you. Y'all talk all that trash about chitlins. My sister, who is not a big fan and hasn't had chitlins in a long time, texted me yesterday, and I'll tell you exactly what she said. Not all of it, Misha, but I'll tell you exactly what she said. Hold on. Where's it at? Because I just want to share with you all, that the chitlins were good. We're done until I don't know if I'm going to do them for Christmas and New Year's. I don't know. Maybe not. She said they were good. I ate them with my last bit of Thanksgiving food before I put it in the freezer. And I'll leave that right there. Misha, you know what the rest was. But yep, the chitlins were dope. Sharon is saying good morning to Props. Props is saying also they set themselves up with appropriate views of the competition, but are afraid of growth. And so, but how are you dealing with it? All right. And he is saying, I'm walking away from them. Let them get designer that has no experience in marketing. I don't know if that's, well, sometimes you do. Got to walk away. Debbie Stubbs, good morning. Good to see you in the room this morning. Also, Heidi is sharing my sister does pork pot on New Year's Day. Before I put your comment up there, all I saw was pot, and I was like, wait, what is Peaches making? Misha is definitely agreeing that they were good this morning. So it's excuse me. It's Testimony Tuesday. So drop some of the testimonies in there. We saw Props this morning. And also I think I saw another one. I know I missed a couple of comments up here. Nope, I think I am pretty much caught up here. So share with us this morning your testimony. And Heidi, yes, I kind of looked over in the corner and I was like, wait, what's going on there? Also wanted to share with you that in January, this is November 29th. We tried to do this last year and y'all push back, but we're going to need to make some adjustments as far as where we're watching and be able to do some other things as far as the platform is concerned. And so I'm just letting folks now in January be ready to kind of hop over on the website. So I'm just putting that out there now, I guess I need to share my testimony this week, and I wouldn't say it's a word, but we drop one words all the time. And you can do that in the comments as well as far as your testimony. And Heidi, I'll get to yours in a minute. Mine is appreciation of, or the transition of going from, community focused to like a actual business. This year it was, I'll be honest, it was by force. That fourth quarter, or this fourth quarter, is very interesting. A lot of things don't kick in until the first of the year, and I'm like, I'm just looking at things and I'm like, oh. But I got to say that the testimony is that every time, and I'll be honest and transparent, there's a financial impact. And every time that has happened, and I'll be honest, here of late, it hasn't been at the last minute or right, as folks say, church folks say, right on time. It's been right before, right on time, but it's given me the confidence, and the testimony is that, things will work out. And I'll share that with you. A lot of folks, and let's park here for a minute. A lot of folks and parents are getting ready to go into debt and use their credit cards and whatnot to get ready for Christmas and gifts and all that other stuff. Don't do that. Don't do that. And so, I just believe that we'll all be good. To share with you, you'll all be good, but we got to be good stewards. And and as a business person, that's my testimony. That's what I learned this year. Be a good steward when it comes to business, on the business end. Personal, I've been doing that for 51 years. As a business person, very interesting lesson learned this year. So anyway, let's go in the comments and check in. Nikki is saying you could always put some food together. That's this tire that I'm beating on sitting here. Heidi is sharing her testimony and gratefulness this morning. She said, I'm grateful today. Had some news yesterday that was unexpected. Hopefully good news for you. Sharon is getting ready to talk trash about, what does she say? Oh, I know what that's about switching over to the website. Listen, there's some things that have to be done. And I've been struggling. I'll be very honest, struggling. Y'all know one of the major things I want and am dealing with is getting a spot in 2000. And I'm going to say it here today. I said it on Twitter to Thaddeus put something out a couple of weeks ago, and I just retweeted it and said, put it out there that in 2023, I'm going to get a spot where we can host live shows all the time or whenever we're ready to, Java After Dark, all that other good stuff. And so, yes, that is coming in 2023. Heidi, glad you were able to get some good news. Also, Leslie is sharing, we decided not to buy everyone gifts this year. We are doing Secret Santa and Yankee Swap, 2 gifts per person. And so, though I mentioned that a little bit, I'll throw that out there. We mentioned it last year, I think, in the Mental Health Monday as we were approaching Christmas, that don't go into debt over these gifts. And I know a couple of folks on here have said to me, I show the love all year. So Christmas for some is just another day, the commercialism of it. And to mention national news, if things don't work out with this freight train railway union thing that's going on, that President Biden has jumped in on, that has the potential to cause more inflation and cripple the economy and the supply chain even more, even if you would make the decision to go into debt, we better pay attention to that, because not just for Christmas gifts, but the supply chain includes food and all that other stuff. And so pray, but pay attention. And as my grandmother would say, stock up, because it's Testimony Tuesday, so I'm going to stay positive and stay there. Nikki is saying, speak it into the universe. I absolutely am. Heidi said we need a sister Java after. So how are y'all going to do a sister Java after dark without a brother? How can that happen, Heidi? Pastor Marion, we need to be very careful about spending. Absolutely. It is imperative that we pay close attention to that, because I don't know necessarily if we've seen the worst or the impact as far as this economy. Some people are predicting that it's going to get worse next year. I just mentioned the freight train thing. God forbid if that happens. And so we definitely need to be wise and pay attention. Be wise and pay attention to spending our money wisely. So Heidi is saying, I host, but it be all about the sisters. And so I think that would be dope. And Sharon is saying, there goes Sharon. God's going to provide. And I did just say that. But as I said before, in business, we got to be good stewards. Give God something to work with. That's how I'll put that. But back to Heidi's point. Let's do something in January. Heidi, y'all put it together. I'll bring the stuff, and we can have a sister after dark sort of thing. And I don't know what y'all want to talk about, but yeah, we can do that. We can get that done in January. Don't forget, once again, before we're going to wrap up in about 10 minutes, just to mention to you again, don't forget this evening at 6:30. I saw a lot of people register. And Saturday, let me just also mention, we had some people that showed up, didn't register. Please register. Go to this link. And if you're coming, register. If you're encouraging somebody to come, register, so we know who we have to, who is coming to be a part of the audition. All right. I'm seeing some feedback here about Leslie said she's coming this evening. Nicole said she'll be down for the sisters after dark. And so we'll have to go ahead and put that together, have some food, and we'll just host a conversation and have an open conversation about sisterhood and everything that entails. All right. Sort of a quick Java today. Going to get ready to wrap up in a few minutes. The other thing that I wanted to mention is I mentioned that I was going to be with William and Kate on Friday. I got the email, and we can't go live, we can't record, and all that other stuff. And so I mentioned that I would try to go live real quick or whatever. and I got the update that we can't do that. And this is another government. And so I'm not going to be the one kicked out for it. I was talking to somebody the other day about bootleg movies. Like, I'm not getting kicked out trying to go live. And so Friday, we will not be able to do that. And I think that is it for announcements. Once again, as sharing pushback, I'm mentioning to you all, definitely looking over to switching over to the website. We got to do that. We definitely have to do that. Opal, good morning. Good to see you in the room. Good to see you. And Diane, good morning. Good to see you in the room. Yeah, we don't need you extradited to the king. Listen, I wouldn't mind taking it. No, sir, I ain't messing. To go across the pond. I want to go on my own accord and not because I pulled out my phone at an event. But Diane, good to see you. I thought about you the other day because I went and purchased eggs, and I just looked down. I didn't even look at the price. I just looked down and I was like, this is interesting. But good to see you in the room. Pastor Marion, nope, I don't want to get bailed. I don't want to need to be bailed out. So I already said we got some other fourth quarter financial things going on. So we don't need to be dedicating money to getting me out of jail because I couldn't keep my phone in my pocket. Heidi, where are they putting the folks when they visit Southampton Street? I don't. So did I see? Hold on. I do believe I saw in the press release. Let me see what's a good search word. Royal. So 4:45 City Hall. That's on Wednesday. It wasn't in there. City Hall Plaza, Ambassador, Mariama. That's tomorrow. So I thought I saw something somewhere where they were going to Southampton. So Heidi, I don't know. I'm not even touching that. I don't know. It does remind me though, if you all remember, to Heidi's question, when the DNC came here, I want to say in 2006. When did Obama do his speech? 2006. The DNC was in Boston. Somebody made a great observation. Leading up into the DNC, and a few weeks, couple of months after, you saw no homeless people in Boston on the streets. Think about it. For those of you that were around 16 years ago. So Heidi, I don't know, to your question, I don't know what they're going to do. Yeah, I'm not even touching that. Diane is saying, I didn't even see the comment. And so some of y'all do remember. I remember when we hosted the DNC, they told folks, Diane, so she's a witness. I'm not lying. They told folks experiencing homelessness on the street, they kept the shelter doors open. So, yeah, that's probably going to be there. Nicole, you were at the DNC. You only about a few years over 16 from, I'm looking at this picture here, Jesus. But yeah, I remember that. Nikki is saying, hide the. All right, y'all get ready to get started, Jesus. Diane, they were threatened with being, wow, I didn't know that. I wasn't as civically inclined back then. Leslie is saying, I walked home from work every day during the DNC. From downtown, probably because the trains and stuff were crazy. And so we've already got to notice that, like, I'm not driving. I'm going to Uber somewhere down there, and it's an award ceremony. And so, yeah, there's not a red carpet, but a green carpet. So I'm definitely going to try to get there for that. So, get a couple of pictures or whatever. But they've told us not to drive. You can only bring a 12 by 12 backpack if you bring that. They mentioned the thing about the not recording and whatnot. So it's going to be interesting. But Heidi, you raised a good point here that's got a lot of feedback that I really don't know. They may attempt. And that brings up a whole nother conversation about those of us that live here every day and deal with stuff. And then when people come into town and certain things happen, that there's this extra energy put into cleaning and all that other stuff. But as I said, I'm going to be wrapping up in a few minutes, so I'm not going to get too far off into that. Excuse me. Nicole is saying my aunt Rita was a delegate and my umbrella got. No, I don't know if you mentioned that before, but wow, they took your umbrella. Pastor Marion is saying that security is definitely important. It is definitely important. I mean, you got the next king of the United Kingdom of England, His Royal Highness, and the next queen coming. So it is definitely important. But hopefully, I'll be able to get some footage, something from there. Auntie Java, good morning. Good to see you in the room. And Heidi is sharing, if you can do it while the Royals are here, then do. I think I got one more sip left. With that being said, I'm also, here goes Leslie. All right. Last thing I wanted to mention to you all, I was going to put out an email and all of that, and I struggle. There's a non-profitness work to this platform in sharing information and doing things, but it is Giving Tuesday. And so with all that's going on, financial distress, inflation and whatnot, consider making a donation to organizations like the Louis D. Brown Peace Institute. If you want to put Java with Jimmy in the little notes there, they'll make sure we get it to support the platform. But, consider making a donation to organizations that have impact in our community. Consider on Giving Tuesday, giving it to an organization that is local, that that your dollars will not go far and impact a family, maybe right next door to you, maybe impact somebody in your family. So as it's Giving Tuesday, please consider giving. I decide, I don't know, I might do a ask via email, but please consider doing that as we get ready to wrap up. Diane, good to see you in as always, and as well as others. Heidi is saying, congratulations on your invitation. That is amazing. Despite the BS antics, you're doing amazing work, celebrating you. Diane, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Leslie said, I see your, listen, y'all don't start. I see y'all studio coming. Thank you all for the encouragement, because, this time next year, we're going to have the test. I'm going to be sitting at a desk and folks are going to be coming in, we'll probably start recording by now. But yeah, we're going to have this studio. I felt my shoulders. We're going to have this studio next year, y'all. It's coming. It is coming. All right. Auntie is going in. She said, think outside the box for normal security. Things will be heightened. Oh, yeah, definitely. So Nikki is sharing, if anyone knows of someone with bolts for ladies, please. Are you trying to do a ladies thing on the water? Nikki, clarify there. Heidi is mentioning Safe Havens Interfaith Partnership Against Domestic Violence. Okay, so that's something that you all know what's going on there. Colts. I thought Nikki was trying to go out sailing in the winter, a sip and sail or something like that. But in all seriousness, Nikki is looking. If anyone knows where I can get coats for ladies, please let me know. I have some patients who are in need. All right, folks. So if you know of coats where you can, or even if you have coats, please inbox Nikki. Now, she didn't say this. I did. Y'all know, and I've shared this before, I struggle with giving away used clothes. My philosophy is, if I don't want them and don't think they're good anymore, why would I give something I don't want to someone else? And other folks have pushed back and said, well, they need it. But I will say this, and I've been a part of some coat drives and clothing drives before. If you're going to donate and reach out to Nikki, make sure that what you donate is freshly cleaned. If you can, put it in the cleaners. It'll come out and have a nice bag on a hanger. Because one of the worst things that we can do is when people are in need, it's just important that we do our best to treat them with the utmost regard and respect. And so, and those that are working with the clothing and coat drives, if we can eliminate them having to cipher out dirty clothes and whatnot. And so, didn't mean to go too deep into that, but I'm saying if we're asking here, I'm also adding to that ask to make sure that your coats are clean. All right. So reach out to Nikki to get more information. She said that she would definitely come and pick them up. So reach out to her and let her know. Auntie Java says, Nikki, she has a bag of women's clothes ready to go. One man's trash is another's treasure. I know, Auntie. I know. That y'all just pray for me. That's where I struggle. Nikki, Jennifer has 2 coats available, so y'all inbox and take care of that. Heidi said, buy a new one and donate the one you're wearing. So look at it now from a mental health standpoint. You're giving back, and that's a little retail therapy. You're buying something you need, going to buy that new coat. So Heidi, thank you for tapping into some mental retail wellness there. Jen said, don't donate anything you wouldn't wear. That's kind of and the balance of what Auntie Java said as well. Definitely could use them for the women. So you all please reach out to Nikki and get them coats to her. See, I was getting ready. Well, it is 9:30, so I can still jump off at 9:30. But I was getting ready to jump off, and here we go. As we are at least once a month, more often when we were in the height of COVID. But there's always something going on in the Java Cafe where we're helping somebody. And so, Auntie, I will send Nikki your listen, and y'all know we're known for doing stuff right in real time. I will send your Nikki your number right now. Hold on. All right. Nikki, I still have you in my phone as Nitnat. Actually, Auntie, I'm going to send you Nikki's number because just that's a little bit easier to do right now. So right now, y'all can go ahead and connect. Hold on. There we go. Auntie, check your text. I just sent you Nikki's number. It's hard to inbox if you don't have the instant messenger app on your phone. So check with Ace and have them set you up. All right. I'm just messing. All right. Reverend Gordon, good to see you in the room, brother. Good to see you in the room as always. Auntie Java, you're all set. Pastor Marion, I will get you Nikki's number right now as well. This is dope, y'all. Hold on. We're doing this in real time. All right, Pastor Marion, you have Nikki's number as well. Pastor Gordon, you got any coats over at St. John's that you can donate to Nikki for women? We're doing a coat drive right here in the Java Cafe here on Testimony Tuesday on November 29th at 9:32 a.m. The networking, though, and the thanks, Diane. Nikki, there you go. Pastor, I didn't mean to put you on the spot, Jesus, but you know, I love you, brother. God brought you in right in the nick of time so you can help meet a need. St. John's does a lot. Actually, just a couple of weeks ago, sir, you all hosted a Corey friendly, not job fair, but Corey sealing information thing. And y'all remember during COVID, St. John was giving out, like a few others, 12th right down the street, was giving out food and doing other things. He always opens the doors when I ask. So Pastor Art, we appreciate you today. And thank you for being a testimony and helping with the coat drive. I love you, brother. See, look at this. Heidi's going to check her closet. She has a few quotes. Jen is saying that's what we need, more people coming together to help those in need. Real time. I like that, Auntie. Even with the 14 of y'all that are in here today, we got something done. So listen, little becomes much. All right. That's going to be it for me today. Please reach out to Nikki if you have ladies' coats. Please make sure that when she gets them or you drop them off to her that they are cleaned. And also go with Heidi's suggestion. Take yours off, get it clean, and go practice some retail therapy if you can afford it, and get you a new coat and donate that one that you're wearing. Just a suggestion. All right. Heidi said, we are the ones. No one. Tito Jackson said it well at Chuck Turner's funeral. The cavalry is not coming. So this is the village work. This is the impact that happens. Yes, Diane. Empowered women empower women. That might be a subject for that ladies' night. All right. Pastor Marion's all set. Auntie Java's all set. Jen and Nikki, y'all know how to inbox on Facebook, so y'all do that. Thank you all so much for tuning in today. We're going to get ready to wrap up again. One more. Auntie, when you said village people, you know the image I just got. The police officer, the Native American. Who else was it? Police officer, Native American. Was there wasn't a fireman. Y'all remember the village people. I don't remember. I remember the police officer, the Native American, and who are the other characters that were part of the YMC? I know I just look corny there. For some, the construct. Hi, Diane. The construction guy. Anyway, I'm going to get off of here. Auntie, thank you so much for closing us out with the village people. Leslie, we'll see the cop construction, Native American. Who else? There was 5 of them, right? The cowboy. One more. I think we got 4. Construction, cop, Native American, cowboy. One more. Who was the other one, y'all? Come on. Y'all hop on Google real quick. Nikki, we are glad to support. Keep us abreast of how many coats you got. That is so dope. That is so dope. Sharon, come on. Who was the other village person? Was it the doctor? Was it a doctor? All right. I can't remember now. YMCA. No, but 4 letters in YMCA, Diane. But there was a Navy guy. No, they had a song called In the Navy. Hold on. I'm going to look it up right now. All right. I see cop. Well, these pictures are funny. Construction, Native American, cowboy. There was 6. All right. Cowboy, Native American, Army, some guy dressed in leather, and yeah. So there's 6. Cowboy, Native American, Army, construction, cop, and some man scantily clad, dressed in leather. Thank you for tuning in to the Java Cafe today. We curated quotes for a quote drive, and we had a quick review of the village people. Thanks, Auntie. Y'all have a good day. Yeah, I forgot, Diane. I just looked and was like, I don't know. There was 6. Now we know that there was 6 village people. So I don't think the YMCA and the number of the members of the group correlated, D. All right. I'm getting off of here. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Remember, we deal with life's tests often. And it seems like, especially these last couple of years, you get out of one test and you wind up going into another. But if you look back on the test, you'll see accomplishments. You got through that one, you can get through the next one. And so the skill sets gained from the test that we accomplish help us get through the next one. So keep that in mind on this Testimony Tuesday, and we will see you tomorrow morning at 9 a.m.